Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. When these two teams square off against each other, they know the legacies they carry, and that'll be evident in this one, guys.
Alabama-LSU is one of my favorite games each and every year because this is one of the fastest games you'll see all season. There is so much NFL first-round talent on the field every time these two teams play.
Year after year, we could go back and name so many names, but you're right, the draft is going to call them. The stakes are always high. The conference always on the line. These two teams, you know, are always squarely in the mix.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, the offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down. The pirouette on the run. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Second down coming up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, bro.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
It was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Bringing it back, it's Adams. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes that Alabama offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse. Going for the big play. Makes the catch. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Motion from the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Coming after it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback. He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a fourth down and management so much easier on the offense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And a lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the Tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same 5-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Got room at the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the right. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Leaves it with the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown time! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give is to Williams. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically, the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The give out of the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense did. First down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. On the return, it's Adams. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far, and you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Bama! And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Lofts one high and deep. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the pummeling has started. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes that Alabama offense. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. After that completion, move the sticks. It's first down. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He makes a grab. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced.
You know, quarterbacks quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got his man quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch down the right side. Nothing but green ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping me.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown time! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across. Brought down at the 26. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. It's Durham. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last touchdown first down drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be fourth down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. And the extra point was good. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball, they wanted to do something with it, and they did. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama!
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you could do.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They cough it up inside their 3. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.